Now I'm going to show you how to put together the 20.04 cordless system. I'm going to first start with my cord drums. There's no lock on these, so you're going to slide them, the roller around until it's in the center, so there's no cord wrapped around your spool. If you ever feel like it's hard to get something in here, you can try squeezing the profile a little bit. Sometimes when you cut it and clamp it in a saw, it could tighten up a little, but it should just slide right in there. And so for this has 3 cord drums. For the last one, I'm turning the cord drum around, so my columns are on the sides. So I have my cord drums in now. I am going to start to fix the accelerator gear. These are the end pieces. What the accelerator does is it makes this spring have a longer reach. This spring can make a shade up to 90 inches long with this accelerator. So because it's so small and compact, you need it to give it some extra length. So this turns it 4 times longer than it actually is inside this small casing. This component does have a direction. There are 4 screws on one side of it, and on the other side there are no screws. The side with the 4 screws faces towards the center of the drive rod. So just to check, I like to place them as they are, so both of these are pointing towards each other. You're going to take your end drive rod piece and attach it to the side with no screws. So when they're on the inside of the system, each of these little drive rods is going to hold a spring unit. Those spring units have to be facing in the same direction. So they can both be pointed towards the left or the right. If they're opposing, your shade won't go up and down. So you don't want them opposing. It doesn't matter if they're pointed all towards one way or the other way, as long as they can work together. So then I'm going to take my center drive rod and I'm going to add it to one side of the center drive rod. So now that's attached, and I'm going to feed that through the cord drums. Now this doesn't have the locks like the other cord drums have, so you have to just kind of feed it through and wiggle it around. You can move them so they're closer to each other. That actually helps. Okay, so now I have the center drive rod in. It's through all of the cord drums. And I can put my spring unit on here, and I'm going to push the spring unit. I'm not going to push on this orange pin. This orange pin is locking that spring under tension. So I can use like a little screwdriver to scoot behind the spring, because what I want is to get this other drive rod fed out the other end of the headrail, so I can add this accelerator gear to this side. So I'm going to start to tuck that in, and I'm checking to make sure I put my spring unit in so it's facing the same direction. go. Now those are in. I can go ahead and add my end caps. And I'm going to scoot each side cord drum against the accelerator, and I want to back it up just a hair so it's not going to rub against the accelerator. And I'm going to tighten the screw to secure it in place. And then you'll mark where your center cord should be. And now my system is put together.